Hi, this is me talking. What does it sound like? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sweet Valley Diaries, super weird quarantine hiatus edition. What I'm doing today is something a little different, and I didn't write anything down, so I'm just going to rap with you guys. In hiatus time, there's no homework, you know? One of the things about like having a podcast schedule, it comes out every week, it comes out every other week, is that it's like a promise that I make that I'm gonna get the podcast done. It's gonna come out on Thursday. And that is actually really powerful for me. Like, if I have said that I owe you an episode, then that's enough, honestly, for me to get you an episode. During hiatus time, it's all very loosey-goosey. Like, I can do it or I cannot do it. So I have had this idea. It actually came up in the season 4 finale. That was a roller coaster ride, huh? If you haven't listened to it yet, that's weird. Why are you listening to the bonus content for the hiatus if you haven't listened to the finale yet? This is like what you get, like your dessert, what you get for having endured the heavy, bitter main meal out of control. That's a super flattering metaphor for my podcast, huh? Anyway, in that episode, we talked about teen drug use and the way that it was portrayed in the 80s and into the 90s during the war on drugs, and the ways in which like different TV programs or videos that we watched or commercials really stuck with us. And one of the biggest like generational memes that I can think of in the general sense that has really risen in the past decade or so to a level where it's impossible to deny its just omnipresence is the character of Jessie Spano, and specifically a moment of hers in an episode of Saved by the Bell in which she starts taking caffeine pills so that she can stay up and study because she's trying to get into Stanford. At the same time, she's in a girl group called Hot Sunday that she's put together with the only other girls that seem to go to Bayside High School, Elisa Turtle and Kelly Kapowski. And they all have this cool band, and they have dances, and they wear leotards, and they make a music video, and it's a really big, cool deal. Jessie is really kind of needing some way to deal with the pressure, and she turns to caffeine pills. If they made Saved by the Bell in, this decade, it would be like, I don't know, what do people do, Ritalin? Basically, the caffeine pills might as well be methamphetamines. Like, and I think that they are kind of supposed to be sort of like diet pills of the 70s and 80s, but they're called caffeine pills. I mean, who knows? Maybe that was the euphemism that the show writers knew that they were using at the time. But at any rate, as I mentioned in the season 4 finale, the big scene of this Saved by the Bell episode where Jessie essentially like hits rock bottom and she realizes the depths of her problem is something that has always been personally very important to me, not because of any struggles that I had with caffeine pills, but because when I was in high school, I used to perform this scene as essentially like a little impromptu one-woman show by request. And it was like a party trick that I did, and I started doing it, and then I got sort of self-conscious about it. I remember at one point making some sort of rule that like I was only going to do it once a month because I didn't want it to get annoying. I don't know if that was necessary or not, but I did it so many times, in fact, that when I was contemplating performing this scene for you, I decided that I didn't want to rewatch the episode or the scene. I was going to think about it from my own memory and try to see how much of it stuck in my head after all of those times performing it. And getting back to my opening point, it's taken me a while to get this on tape because I am on hiatus and it was not a requirement. But also I think I'm a little bit nervous. So keep that in mind as I perform for you a very serious and pivotal moment in the lives of Jesse Spano and Zach Morris from an approximately 20-year-old memory. Jesse? Jesse, wake up. Why are you still asleep? We got a show to do. Zach? Zach? Is that you? Yeah. Come on, Jesse. We gotta go. We got to get to the max. What time is it? It's time to go. We're late. Come on. Okay. I gotta get dressed. You can get dressed in the car. Come on. We gotta go. I gotta wash my hair. No, Jesse, there's no time. No time. There's never any time. I don't have time to study. I'll never get into Stanford. I'll let everyone down. I'm so confused. Whoa. Jesse, calm down. It's gonna be okay. You're right. You're right, Zach. Well, I'll be okay. I just need one of these. What? Slater was right. You are taking drugs. Zach, I need them. Listen to me, Jesse. You can't sing tonight. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so scared. Oh, Jesse. Come here. You remember when we were kids? When we snuck out to see E.T. and we were riding home on our bikes and it was dark and we were scared. It's going to be okay. And scene. And now, behind the scene, when I decided that I wasn't going to look up what happened in this episode, I thought I was going to be doing pretty well until it got to the moment at the end when Zach calms Jesse down. And I remember him saying something about sneaking out of the house and something about them being scared, you know, that line at the end. And we were scared, but I couldn't remember what they snuck out to do. So I thought I can just fudge it. I'll come up with something. And I let it go. And then a couple days passed and I was brushing my teeth, getting ready for bed, actually thinking through, seeing if I could really remember the general beats of what happened here. And it came to me with perfect clarity. They snuck out to see E.T. I hope that's right, because I still haven't watched the scene. So, well, who knows how much of this I got wrong. It's an artistic interpretation. I hope you guys aren't too mad that this podcast is about Sweet Valley High and not about Saved by the Bell. But someday we'll get through all the Sweet Valley High books. Okay, I hope you're safe and well. I hope this was entertaining and not traumatic. I hope you have any idea what the hell this scene from Saved by the Bell I'm talking about is. I'm going to come up with some way to kind of be with you during this weird global time. But I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be yet. If you have ideas, send them to me at sweetvalleydiaries@me.com. Follow the podcast on Instagram at Sweet Valley Diaries, on Twitter at Sweet Valley. Go to sweetvalleydiaries.net and read and tell your friends about the show. Did I tell you that the podcast finally has a 5-star rating on iTunes, on Apple Podcasts? It does, and that's thanks to you, so I really appreciate that. The fact that you all are listening to this means a lot to me. It really, really does. And all of the ways that we are able to reach out and connect with each other are so valuable. So if my ridiculousness can offer you any solace during this time or like during any time, then my work here is done. Thank you. Until next time. Bye.